but it was in the 2600s, and a lot of you pointed that out in yesterday's video. So I just want to say thank you, A, for pointing that out, and B, you were correct that there was a strong surge at the end of the month, and it's kind of interesting. I'm going to do a video on this maybe next week. No, maybe next week. Maybe. But Soteris has gone through and done a graph of the last 6 or 7 months of rankings, so you can kind of see how it's progressing. And I will tell you, it is on a downward decline for what it takes to get into the top 100. And as such, maybe one day I will make top 100. This was not that month, but we are looking forward to February. And in the month of February, we are going to have a balance adjustment. Now, this is going to start off a little lackluster, but then I think where it ends up, you guys are going to be very, very excited about the rebalancing. If you do have figures that are rebalanced, go through and reallocate their wheels and reallocate the chain levels. Now, you will still have the chain levels. You don't lose them, and you will still have the ability to level them back up to the level they were already, but the wheels will get reset back to level 1, just as a heads up on that. I faced a deck where I don't think my opponent knew about the most recent change that I told you guys to watch. I'll put a link to that video here if I remember in post-production. But the one where if you gave chain levels or partial chain levels, or if you adjusted the wheel at all since the last update, it all got reset back to 0, level 1, whatever. And my opponent's Combuskin was like level 9 or level 10 with a couple of chain levels, but it was the base wheel with the huge miss. And then the Blaziken had the ginormous misses, even though it had 2 chain levels in it. So I'm pretty sure that was a result of he didn't watch PokeFodder's videos and he didn't do what I said. But here we go. The first figure is we get Keldeo. They changed Dodge to a new attack, which is going to be called Water Jump. Water Jump is a new blue attack. A Pokemon that uses this attack moves to a point 2 steps away and gains weight. You can also choose not to move, in which case it does not gain weight. Keldeo has an ability that increases its damage value for each Dark-type opposing Pokemon on the field. If a powerful Dark-type deck should gain prominence, Keldeo may prove to be an effective counter. It's a lot of ifs. Really, the only Dark-type I see run with any common currency is going to be Sableye, and that's it. I can't think of any, although I have seen a few Greninjas lately, but that's it. It's Sableye. Kind of an interesting move. It's kind of like Annihilate, but it gives you the weight. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Nonetheless, your Keldeo is getting a buff. Hariyama changed one of its slap pushes to Heavy Slam. Doesn't Snorlax have Heavy Slam? I think so. Change the other slap push to Slap Push 60. Increase the wheel piece of each push away. Sorry. Increase the wheel piece size of push away and decrease the wheel piece size of miss. Always good. While Hariyama is a useful figure with its push away attack, it can lead to immediate victory. While Hariyama is a useful figure with its push-away attack that can lead to immediate victory, its damage-dealing attacks seem to be lacking in power. Now, while giving the Heavy Slam attack, which knocks out the battle opponent without knocking out Hariyama, the battle opponent has 3 MP or higher. Oh, so Heavy Slam is going to be what Bronzor has. It has 3 MP or higher. We have also powered up the damage value of its Slap Push. We have also slightly increased the wheel size of the push away so that Hariyama is more dangerous when it's at the edge of the ring or in front of goal point. I think that's supposed to say or. Might have been a typo there. Hariyama, if you don't remember or if you just don't know, and quite honestly, nobody's going to blame you if you don't know this, is a fighting type figure that has a relatively large, we'll go look at his wheel in a minute, but has a relatively large purple displacement move. And what they've done is they've made that a little bit bigger. They've given it the ability, so if a 3MP figure attacks into it, they get knocked out. Kind of makes me think that they're buffing this up for the uncommon and lower room matches. Finally, we have Drowsy. Increase the wheel piece size of Hypnosis, increase the wheel piece size of Confusion, and decrease the wheel piece size of Mist. Cool with that. Drowsy is a figure specializing in making the battle opponent fall asleep. We've made some adjustments to accentuate that characteristic, and they apologize for any inconvenience. No need to apologize. You're just going to shut the servers down for, let's find out, for 6 hours, starting at 2 UTC and going until 8 UTC, which means I think around midnight my time here in Los Angeles, California, we will be back live again. They're going to do version 5.0.8. They added an exchange function for AI tickets. You can view the exchange screen via the exchange button on the shop tab to exchange your AI tickets. Now, they don't tell you what you exchange them for. The popular vote and the popular opinion is that you're going to be able to maybe trade 1 for 1 coin, 1 ingot. I'm not sure that I necessarily believe that. I wonder, like, quite on, I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like I'm not really going to be surprised if they just let you trash them. If you are at your 999 AI tickets and your inbox is filling up with AI tickets, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a place where you exchange them in lieu for space. I've blown through all my AI tickets during the team event. I think I have 30 left, and it'll be interesting to see. The following bug fixes have been implemented. Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare fixed a bug in which the figure exclusion effect of Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare would not trigger if Reshiram or Zekrom was affected by special conditions when knocked out by attacks with direct knockout effects such as Destiny Bond and Shock Blast. I feel like they already did that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they do an announcement a while back that said this was fixed, or did they do an announcement a while back that said it's gonna be fixed with the next update? Because I feel like they've addressed that before. And as always, you won't be able to play while the game is in maintenance. They do have a gem sale. Very misleading. It says up to 100% more gems, and technically they're right. If you buy the smallest package for 12 gems, you're going to get 24, so they are right. You do get 100% more. I don't really know why anybody would buy 12 gems to get 24, but it might happen. Other than that, you can see the incremental values, and that will go... The event period is until 2/8. So why does that make it seem like you have basically 1 day? Oh no, you have a week. God, what is wrong with me right now? You have a week to take advantage of the gem sale, should you choose. And then if we go back, they have the February loyalty rewards, which I have looked at them. And as you can see by my 97 gems, I have not purchased anything, but they are the same as ever and always. If we go look at, let's just look at Fusion here. All the figures, well, except for, actually, let's go back real quick, because Drowsy is a common. And Drowsy here is a psychic type. Interesting that they're buffing this psychic type. So right now this is the current wheel. Hypnosis is actually relatively large. At level 5 it's going to be 40. Wow. So at level 10 that would be 50. More than half the wheel. And But that miss is ginormous. So there you go. There's Drowsy. It is a psychic type, but I know that the rest of these, the other two actually, I say the rest. The other two, here's Hariyama. Let's look at what Hariyama's wheel looks like today. 34 push away, which will be 36 at level 5 currently. So they're going to increase that. They're going to decrease the miss. So the miss would be down to 12. My guess is they will just take 4 away from that. And then you can see the rest of the wheel. But it is a fighting type, and it's a pure fighting type. So I'm wondering if we are getting a fighting type gem. And then finally, if we look at our boy Keldeo here. Keldeo, the 2 blue, dodge 8 for 16. So it's kind of the 16 wheel piece that can allow you to optionally choose to hop, very much like Stealth Hit. A lot of people like Sceptile because of the Stealth Hit ability. This is an optional Stealth Hit, but with the effect of you gain weight 1. But it's not even like Stealth Hit, because Stealth Hit, it's more like Annihilate. Annihilate lets you go 2 any direction, but you gain weight 1. Where Stealth Hit, you have to go up and over. I think that could be useful. I'm not sure how useful Keldeo is. I don't think it's that bad of a runner. I actually kind of like the displacement of Hydro Kick. But with Coco running around, and Coco can move over items, other figures, that's going to give the edge to Coco as far as a runner goes. But who knows? Maybe we could end up having a dark fighting gym of some kind, and Keldeo might be useful as far as that goes. Other than that, those are what you need to know for the upcoming update. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm going to break out my Ultra Beast deck for one spin around the block. As you can see, I already picked up 1 victory so far today, and it was with my Ultra Beast deck. I'm crossing my fingers that we get at least 1 more Ultra Beast. There are 2, if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 fighting type Ultra Beasts, and in the rankings on Bulbapedia, Nihilego is listed first, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce them because I haven't looked at the pronunciation guide, but the next 2 listed in their successional order are both fighting type. And furthermore, upon looking at the information of those Pokemon, in the games or in the lore, they were sent to Melee Island to fight Tapu Koko, which gives me a lot of hope that these 2 figures, if we get the 2 new UXs that I'm thinking of that are Ultra Beast, that they will be direct counters to Tapu Koko, and this game can return to a little bit of normalcy for all of you who are tired of the Koko Rush, and I'm having to use Koko as well. But it's just kind of when in Rome, do as the Romans do. I don't necessarily have to run Tapu Koko in this particular deck because I do have Tapu Fini to help stop with the Koko Rush. But at the same time, I mean, he's the best runner. And the best overall runner. There are other runners that do things a little bit better than Tapu Koko does, but not really sure what's going on here with my opponent. Having a hard time connecting to the game. And I hate when this happens because I don't know if it's me that can't connect and the game just says my opponent can't connect, or if my opponent really can't connect. His clock isn't ticking down. And we're just going to wait this one out and see what happens. And we did pick up the victory. That's it, folks. That's it for me. No. I'm just teasing. I will definitely take the victory. And the 3 points are always much much appreciated. But that's not the game you guys came here to see, so we're going to jump in to one more, which will still be our first one. Let me know in the comments below. How did you guys finish up rank-wise? Did you get that final push to get where you wanted? Were you not able to make it? Let me know. I'd like to know. And we have someone running a pseudo Nebi deck. I applaud you, sir. Always a fan of the Nebi deck. And I thought about putting my Mewtwo and Mega Mewtwo in. Wait, is this Sacred? If this is, Sacred's a YouTuber. This might be Sacred. Now, if this is Sacred, although I don't know what the 2X stands for, and I didn't know that Sacred. No, that's Sared. Sared? It's not Sacred. All of a sudden, I just can't think clear or straight. Not quite sure what's going on with my frame rate on my phone all of a sudden. I hope it doesn't come out in the video as being really herky-jerky. So now we are going to take our Nihilego. This is the one with the big blue, and we are going to drop him there. And since he is going to bring out his Nebi, I'm just going to hop over, and I've played Nebi enough to know you just cannot leave your goal unprotected once Nebi comes out of its holding shell. You're just asking to get Nebi cheesed if you do such a thing. And I think I will take my Leo here. Now what I'll most likely do on my next turn is I'm most likely going to drop my Metal Sphere Plate. Although he is going to go Mega. No, he didn't go Mega. He's going to double chance his Zapdos. Roost one, so we're good for one roll. See if we can be good for 2 rolls. No, we're not going to be good on 2 rolls. But because that's 102 and I've got it covered, we are going to take my Lele. I do feel Lele is very underrated. At the same time, I feel like Lele is expendable, and I don't know why. I don't know why both of those. I don't know why I feel that way about both of those. Like, how can you be expendable? How can you be underrated but expendable at the same time? I don't necessarily know why that is, but I just feel like it adds so much value that if we can survive this roll, that's even better than surviving. We are going to go after his Coco with my Lele, simply because this is a great matchup for me. Boom. Coco is down and out. Now, Max Revive, Gold Block, Counterattack, and Mega Mewtwo Y. I imagine he'll bring one of his Lunala or Leo off of the bench and attack into my Lele here. Purple would be really bad for him. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. Hold on a second. Because he has Gold Block. What I wanted to do that I can't do. What I wanted to do was jump right here, but then he'd have to Gold Block. And so I think I do the same thing by moving there. I create the same effect. He's going to have to Gold Block. And we are A-okay with that. I almost feel like You know what? I'm just going to bring out Nihilego number 2 here. I'm really looking forward to being able to run an Ultra Beast deck. As you saw earlier, I don't know if you even paid attention or not, but I do have it set up so that I am ready to, if I'm able to pull an Ultra Beast that is not named Nihilego in the next banner, I'm set up that I can make it level 10 right off the bat. Now, I don't know that it's going to need to be level 10, but the option is there, the possibility is there, and if I'm able to pull one, I will definitely do it just so that I can continue to improve upon my Ultra Beast deck. And like I was saying earlier, I think Tapu Lele would be the one that gets pieced out of my deck if that should happen. Now what I don't have here is I don't have Gold Block. So I'm going to move over for protection so I can get to my goal if the need arises. Okay. And I'm also going to now use my Metal Sphere on my Leo. He can get up to 121 though. And unfortunately, 141 is going to be able to beat me if I roll my 140. Maybe I need to run Oricorio in this deck. Let's see what happens here. Oh man, a dodge into the miss. That'd have been a great time to land a physical attack or even Psyshock. Is it Psyshock? Yeah. That'd have been a good time to roll either one of those. At least we're going to burn him. Okay, yes. I got worried there for a second. But yes, at least we are going to burn him. How did... Oh, he got plus 20 because Mega Mewtwo's on the board. I was a little concerned there for just a split second. I do have gold here. I do have a lot of poison here. That is going to be an easy next turn, deciding to surround his Lunala. It's going to be close here. Definitely like the fact that he's burned. I like that as well. Now he gets weight 6. And I don't see any way for Cosmog to beat my Nihilego unless I roll miss. So there's a way. But he could teleport over and keep me from surrounding, which would make me a little bit sad. That was just as bad. Oh, no. Never mind. Because he can only bring Nebby. Nebby's power is only going to work to bring probably Lunala out of the PC to right there, which is fine. What that's going to allow me to do is then surround Mega Mewtwo. So the major threat is gone off the board. Didn't have to give up too much of my positioning, didn't use up any plates. Still have my scoop up. I have a long throw, a couple double chance. So we're still okay. We're still all good. I definitely would like to get rid of this Leo here, though. Psyshock is good. I will be double chancing to try to get Psyshock again. He may bring his Zapdos right here, which would not surprise me. I don't see him attacking with Zapdos on the back end over there unless he was trying to set up us round. And that's what I thought. And since he did that, I'm actually not going to double chance. I'm just going to straight attack. We do land the Psyshock again, which is going to be the knockout blow on his Leo. He still has a max revive. I have to keep that in mind. And he has a counterattack, but I'm not threatening his entry points. I am going to double chance Lele into Zapdos. I can't see him attacking because I have him covered. His 102 I can actually take out. I just don't want him to roll blue. Blue would be the worst case scenario. Ooh, this is tempting. I'm going to respin because if I roll my 103, it's a knockout. Oh, I got greedy. And what have I said about getting greedy? When you win, when you spin a winning roll, you should take it. The one caveat, and I'll tell you why I decided to respin that, is because I could have set myself up to pretty much win the game had I been able to land my roll. Oh, that's a bummer. That would have been nice there to be able to pick up that KO. Very bad miss. How am I so low on time? My guess is he's going to bring his Coco right here. And I can't surround Cosmo EM. But what I can do is I can double chance and go for the knockout here. Ooh, not good. That totally backfired on us. Both of my double chances have cost me. I've lost both rolls with my double chance. Still gonna be able to get my Leo back out on the board. I don't like where his Cosmo EM is. My guess is he's trying to decide if he wants to take out Coco or not. Because then he could have hopped over there and set up a surround for his Cosmo to do the evolution. But oh man, not happy how this is going at the moment. What do we do here? I think we take our gold and we try to knock him out. Gold into purple. No, we're not going to melee wish. I need to land a roll. Like I'm going to have to get something going. I just, like, I've got to get something there. That's a something. I will take that something because that is a lot better than nothing. Let's go here. I'll get burned. Man. The double knockout there, I'd have been completely content with. Didn't happen. I guess my next play is going to be to be determined. That was a solid blue. That is, I will say this for Nihilego. The 83 isn't great, but it's pretty difficult to knock out Nihilego. And if you do, chances are that you are going to, I'm going to have control of your figure once you knock him out. Perfect. Okay. So after a little bit of a rough go there, we were able to pick it up, grab a couple of crucial victory rolls. Now we got to figure out, we don't want Mewtwo, although, I mean, yeah, Mewtwo could push us out of the way, but I don't know. Like that would be a really unfortunate roll. And if I can go for the double, I'm actually just trying to get the double KO here. Perfect. I'm 100% okay with that. That was a really good exchange for me. I got a burn figure off the board, and I got a threatening psychic shove. Psycho or psychic? Psychic shove away from my goal. Fair exchange, good exchange from my perspective. And now, what we're going to do is, just like before, I like this matchup. There's that miss that we rolled. Psyshock works. Going to give him weight 2. And then I want to take my Nihiligo over here on the left and start making my way up the board with that. Not sure where he's going to take his Lunala. There or there. Yeah, and that makes sense. I actually am going to leave Coco alone because Coco can't get over my Lele. And I don't want to... The less opportunities my opponent has to evolve his Cosmoeum, the better, in my opinion. See what happens here. Let's just see. Gonna get poisoned. Weight 6. I think this is a good chance to... It's so tempting. Don't you love it? You have those chances, you're like, oh, do I do it? Is this the time that I do it? And then you decide not to do it. But cooler heads prevail. But, man, that was... I mean, my Lele could get right there, threaten goal. I don't think I would do it with an Ultra Beast unless the Ultra Beast was within... Oh, no! I fell asleep on the job. That is a 100% my bad. I completely fell asleep there. Poison. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Really now? So... I wonder why my white tentacle don't work on Leo. Oh, because it was Sunsteel Strike. We're good. He went to the PC. We're good. I'm clear. I stopped watching. I rolled my eyes in disbelief, and didn't see that he went to the PC instead of getting banished. So we're good. In which case... Man, okay. A little bit of moment of panic there. I was like, wait, why don't I have control of his Leo? And you guys heard the conversation. Another Moongeist Beam, but we do just fine there. Actually going to backtrack with my Nihiligo. Damage plus 10. Noxious is minus 40. That is rough. Let's just go for the double knockout here. Even better than a double knockout. Oh, wait. Yeah, Sunsteel. Okay. Okay. He's going to take his Coco and take over my entry point. If he were smart, he'd go right here, because that would force me to move my Lunala over, and then he could take over my entry point. But he may just completely take over the entry point. I think that was a misplay. But it was a splitting hair. Like, I was going to do this move anyways, but he could have forced me to do it. I would have had to react to what he was doing. One more blue would be nice. That works out really well. Lele is just owning his Zapdos right now. It's kind of funny and I like it. Come on, Lele, one more knockout here. Boom. Man, Lele let me down that one time early, but it has been solid the rest of the way. And I guess I can take one bad roll at my opponent's goal for the clutch rolls that I've been getting on my end of the board. Lele rolled the 2 blues. At least one was against the Moongeist Beam over here on Lunala. And I think it's time for me to start pressing forward. I've got to put some offensive pressure on my opponent, make him play some defense. I don't want to be sitting back playing defense my entire game. My entry points are open. I'm looking for purple right here. Boom. I could actually see my opponent bringing out the other Leo either direction, either here or here. Both of them make sense. If he goes here, it puts a little more pressure on me. Do I roll again and try to get the knockout, or does he play it safe? He went with the safe route. I'm still going to try to knock him out again. Boom. Lele putting in some work here. The downside to that is it takes me 2 rolls to knock him out. So what I'm going to do is he's going to cover up his goal, and then I'm going to back off, and I'm going to go over here to the entry point and then bring out Coco on a subsequent turn, because he can endlessly cycle through. Like, if I had rolled purple there, then he'd bring out Zap to there, and then I'd have to roll purple again, and then he could cover with Zap, and I could have gotten caught in that infinite loop. I'm not trying to play that game. So here we go. I'm completely trusting my Nihilego and my Lunala to hold down the fort. If he wants to take his... I'm going to go here. If he wants to take his Mewtwo and drop him down on my entry point here, I'm actually going to swap sides with my Lunala so that it's Lunala against. So here we go. Now, I like how I'm set up. Now, this could totally blow up in my face and not work out, but I like what I've got going here. He's most likely going to take over my entry point. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, okay. I'm not really sure that I would have used a counter attack for that. But to each their own. And now I'm going to hop over, just like I said I would. I'm not really... yeah, it was a good play. I mean, he could have won with a Psycho Shove there. Would have been a win. So here's the question. Nope. Nope, that was not a good roll. So Lele wants to do everything but take over goal. And what I should have done is I should have attacked Mewtwo with Lunala there, because even if I get Psycho Shoved across, he still can't take my goal. That would have been the better play. And he can't jump me. That would have been the better play, is to attack his and then kept my positioning on the board. Small misplay by me. Could end up being a big misplay. But for now, it's just a small misplay. Moongeist Beam would be great. Did my opponent level up the blue here? 20? Nope. He did not. Wonder if he's going to bring his Leo right here. No, he's going to take his Leo over after my Coco. And Coco doesn't want to play at all. Should learn from Lele. Yeah, and see, that doesn't... I mean, it matters, but he should bring his Leo right there. Which is going to create a world of problems for me at this point. My misplay was attacking with Lele. And that's probably going to be the ultimate downfall of why I'm most likely going to lose this right here. Because he's going to come down to here, and then I've got to move. Let's see what happens if we do this. Let's just see. Okay. And I'm kind of an idiot because I do have long throw. Let's see if he hops over. It's been a while since I've used this deck, and I forgot about my plate. He did not. What do we do here? I feel like we have to make this play right here. That was the right play, right? We may not be done yet, boys. We may have a comeback in us yet. If he overextends with a Zapdos, I potentially could punish him with Lunala. And it looks like he's going to attempt to overextend. I'm going to hop back. And let's see. Okay, so he did overextend here. Can we survive this roll? Uh-oh. What's going on with the phone? Okay, that wasn't the best roll, but that wasn't the worst roll either. We're gonna make a mad dash for it. We're gonna make a mad dash. He has 33 seconds. He has to respect the fact that Lunala is running free to his goal. His Leo is not gonna be as good of an attacker as it could have or should have been or would have been if it were not for burned. My opponent's down to 19 seconds and has to think, how do I play defense? Because there are not enough moves, and he's going to end up wasting his entire clock. There's 10 seconds, and he's made his move. Roll your blue here. Roll blue. Blue or blue's perfect. Now we are one. Let's see, if I had gone there, that would have been one. It'd taken two moves. 1, 2. I think maybe if I'd gone there, I would have won the game. He could not have gotten back to me. But it doesn't matter. We are going to hold on for the hard-fought victory. I still think the Lele was a misplay. I still do. But my opponent overextended, and it really wasn't even necessary. And it ended up costing him the game. This, my gosh, has been a long video. So you guys are now up to speed on the updates for tomorrow. You're up to speed on my Ultra Beast deck. We will have all the new information for you tomorrow. We'll have booster openings for you tomorrow. We'll have, you see this 800,000 ingots? We will most likely be spending a large portion of those tomorrow. We have display settings. Let's get rid of that. Let's go there. We have almost 800 Carmenite. We will be spending possibly tomorrow. We've got 19 EX rare metals, possibly using most of those tomorrow. 10 EX cubes. No guarantees on that one. Tune in tomorrow, and until next time.